Welcome to our channel. For Torrens, taking over as Mets catcher a huge responsibility. Port St. Lucie Fla. Luis Torrens joined the Mets during the tail end of Francisco Alvarez's lengthy first-half stint on the injured list last season, doing his best to minimize the impact of the starting catcher's absence. With Alvarez likely to miss the first 6 weeks of 2025, Torrens now finds himself with the same task. This time, however, he's far more prepared for the job. The 28-year-old backstop will step in as the Mets' starting catcher to open the season after Alvarez underwent surgery Monday to remove the fractured hamate bone in his left hand. "I'm going to take this as a huge responsibility," Torrens said through an interpreter. "Obviously, this team has high expectations. I'm going to try to do my job to keep the team playing at a high level." The Mets acquired Torrens in a deal last May 31, sending cash considerations to the Yankees for the catcher. Torrens started 5 games in his first week with the club, then became Alvarez's backup when he returned from a thumb injury on June 11. In 48 games with the Mets, Torrens posted a 229/292/300 and 73 line with 3 home runs and 15 RBIs, starting 34 times behind the plate. "When we acquired Torrens, he was playing a lot, and he showed that he can handle it," manager Carlos Mendoza said. "He's a guy that was playing 3 days in a row and was getting huge hits for us. That's when we started turning the season around. He was a big reason why. There were a lot of different reasons, but he was one of them. I think this is a very good opportunity for him, and we know that he can do it." Torrens' first game since Alvarez's injury gave a glimpse of his abilities. He belted a 2-run homer against Sonny Gray in the second inning of the Mets' 8-0 win over the Cardinals on Monday at Clover Park, then picked off Victor Scott Hu on a snap throw to first base to end the 5th. Torrens' career high in starts at catcher is 35, which he did with the Mariners in 2022. He's likely to exceed that number this season, but rather than viewing this as an opportunity to show his ability to handle a daily workload, Torrens is focused on helping the Mets get off to a good start until Alvarez is ready to return. "I think it's a great opportunity for me to be able to go out there each and every day and try to help his team win," Torrens said. When he comes back, the plan is to leave this team in a good position. Mendoza said the most important quality in a backup catcher is defensive ability, an area in which Torrens excels. He caught 13 of 28 runners trying to steal in 2024, an impressive 46.4%, while his +6 CS above average and 1.87-second pop time each ranked in the 94th percentile of the league, according to Baseball Savant. Every year, you want to continue to improve on every aspect of your game, whether it's throwing, blocking, catching, receiving, or framing, Torrens said. "I think throwing runners out is a strong suit part of my game, so I think I can continue to do that." Unlike last season, when Torrens had less than 48 hours to prepare following the trade, he will step in for Alvarez now with the benefit of great familiarity with his pitching staff, giving him and his pitchers a comfort level that could not possibly have been there last June. "Since last year, we've been able to build that," Torrens said. "Since I got here, we've been working really hard at it, and this spring training, we've been able to strengthen that. We feel pretty comfortable with him," Mendoza said. "He's a guy that does a really good job handling a pitching staff. This is a guy that can receive, and he can really throw. I'm very confident with Luis behind the plate, and we've got to take care of him too. That means breaking camp with a solid backup catcher, with Hayden Senger, Jakson Reetz, and Chris Williams currently the options in camp. The Mets could look for outside help before opening day, but for now, they're looking at their current in-house options." Reetz, whose 8 career games in the majors make him the only one of that trio with any big league time, made his presence felt Sunday, drilling a grand slam in the Mets' win over the Nationals, who drafted him in the third round in 2014. "I'm talking to the pitching coaches, talking with all the pitchers, just trying to develop a relationship with all of them," Reetz said. "That way, if my chance happens, I won't miss a beat back there. It can be just plug and play and let's go." Welcome back. Starling Marte made his spring debut Monday night as the Mets' designated hitter after dealing with a bone bruise in his right knee since camp began. It didn't take Marte long to test his leg, as he lined a hit down the left field line in the second inning for a double. He said he even toyed with the idea of running for third, but he thought better of it and pulled back.